to Would I Lie to You, the show in which it pays to be economical with the truth. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a comedian who started out as a nurse and now hosts Bake Off Extra Slice. So her career has covered everything from soggy bottoms to soggy bottoms. It's Jo Brand. And a teacher and broadcaster who's campaigning to improve maths literacy. And I have to say, he really is giving it 110%. It's Bobby Seagull. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a star of The In-Betweeners, where he played a socially awkward loser who was terrible at talking to women. I assume David is suing for copyright infringement. It's Jo Thomas. And now, I am going to be super nice to her. She's got an Olympic gold medal for hitting balls with a stick. It's hockey player turned TV presenter, Sam Quek. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Jo Brand is first up tonight.
My husband and I have agreed that the hour between 7 and 8 p.m. is the only time we're allowed to gripe about our various aches and pains. We call this hour the moan zone.
David's team.
Between 7 and 8 p.m.
Yes.
Is that the time you find the aches and pains are most noticeable?
No, it's because it's when the One show's on.
What specific aches and pains, Jo? Because I will say you've been rather sprightly this evening.
Don't be patronising, Rob.
You did say that like you were playing Monopoly with your grandmother.
So, what are the aches and pains, Jo?
Well, I've got a bad knee.
I've got a bad knee, actually, as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's the cause of your bad knee,
I don't...
David?
Life, you know.
Oh, life, OK.
The inferior design technique of the creator, should there be one. Anyway, this isn't about me.
Jo, what happens if you moan outside of those hours? Like, do you have, like, a moan jar where you...
No, the other one can say anything they like to the other one to shut them up.
Oh.
Including the C word. Coco.
In the hour, is it you first, 7 till 7:30, your aches and pains, and then his at 7:30 to 8, or do you alternate? I'll see your knee, I raise you, you know, a coccyx.
This is what David's like when he's chatting up women.
Well, it's not that formal, really.
Is this ringing any bells with you, Lee? I mean, in your household?
I would like to get to that age where you can do the chair where you press the button and it helps you up. Oh, that's nice. Then, you know what I mean?
I tell you what, this is going to steal all those younger viewers back from Netflix, isn't it?
How old are you, Bobby?
I'm a prime number. One more than a square number, but it's a prime number.
Oh, in that case, you
37.
are... Wait, I've got this. You are 36.
Yes.
Oh, you are a prime number?
I am a prime number, yeah.
37.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean...
10 points Gryffindor.
Thank you.
Jo can't believe that Lee has got the applause when she said 37 six times.
Schools,
37.
we get clever students, we know they've got it correct. Like, in Parents' Evening, I would say Jo's doing really well, but sometimes students like Lee, we've got to encourage them in the lesson.
Oh, I like you, Bobby. All right, so what do we think? Jo, what are you thinking about this?
Well, it sounds true to me. I mean, I think it's a bit weird that we wouldn't believe other people.
Yeah.
Right, we may be having a bit of a problem here this evening.
OK.
Sam, what about you?
I quite like it. It's very constructive. I think it could be true.
I think we're going to go with true.
You're saying true. OK, Jo, was it true or was it a lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Jo doesn't have a moan zone with her husband. Sam, you're next.
The morning after winning Olympic gold, I woke up with a cheeseburger down my bra.
Well, we've all done it. Lee?
So, you won the gold medal 2016, of course. Where did you wake up, first of all?
The Athletes' Village.
OK. Was it actually inside the bra properly, or it was like sort of wedged in a little
It
bit?
was in the bra.
Totally in the bra?
In the cup of the bra.
Where had it come from, this burger? How had you acquired it?
So I got it from the Athletes' Village. There was a McDonald's in there, so I got it from
There's
McDonald's.
a McDonald's in the
Yeah.
Athletes' Village.
We're gonna have to mention lots of other burger places, aren't we?
Burger King, Wimpy.
Yeah.
There was a well-known burger branded outlet in the
yeah.
Olympic Village.
It was McDonald's, wasn't it?
Golden Arches.
So you've gone out, you've got drunk quite quickly. What's the last thing you remember about the night?
We've had a party, had a few champagnes, naturally, a few beers, and then, yeah, literally went home 2 days later and found a cheeseburger in my bra.
Sorry, 2
2 days later?
Yeah.
Well, you must have slept at some
True.
point.
Not for the first 2 days. And I didn't shower or I didn't change. Same tracksuit top, medal around the neck, leggings, same T-shirt. You don't really care, do you?
God, you can't buy class, can you? You've still got your tracksuit on, Sam. That's nothing. I've got a burger in me, bra. What's your problem? I won gold medal. What have you done? Nothing.
Did you eat the burger at the end?
Yeah.
You
see
ate
the-
it.
You would, though. Come on.
No,
Come
you
on.
wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
You know, I once found a pot noodle in my underpants. I didn't go near it.
Right. Is it the truth or is it a Whopper? You decide.
Hey.
Top of my head.
Can I just ask, is that all that this has been leading to?
I think that women do kind of use their bras in lieu of pockets quite often. It's just so much nearer to do that, isn't it? And it's nearer your mouth, and it's just so conveniently convenient.
If I was in bed with a woman, she removed her bra, I saw a cheeseburger, and went, what's that doing there? And her reply was, well, it's near in my mouth. Let's go, I'm out of here, I'm going. Why does it ever go in there? This is what I mean, even in a drunk state, at what point do you go, I'll pull out my bra? Yeah, you don't do it. Drunk people eat food.
I've put a baguette in my inside pocket. You know, when sober.
In your trouser pocket.
It can be quite convenient if you've got two having to hold a tea, packet of crisps, maybe a
How big
cake.
was-
Where's the baguette going? I'll just put it in there. It's a bit uncomfortable, spoils the line of the jacket, but it's serviceable for a few hundred yards.
I mean, Sam's story's got a certain sort of craziness about it, which is perfect for the show, isn't it? I had a cheeseburger in my bra, and David's tried to follow it with, I once had a baguette on my inside.
Is it true?
You're saying...
I'm kind of tempted to believe it, really. Yeah.
I'm persuaded, but I'd say 53%. It's false.
Oh, go on, let's push the boat out. Let's say it's true.
It's true.
Saying it's true. OK, Sam, truth or lie?
It is true.
Well done, Sam.
Yes, it's true. Sam did wake up with a burger down her bra. Bobby, you're next.
Whenever I go to a nightclub, I always take a book with me. So when the dancing gets a bit much, I can enjoy a good read.
David's team.
Can I ask a question? Is it only on this show that you talk to people like they're stupid?
Where do you keep the book when you turn up at the night? Do you have it in a little...
In your hand,
Bag.
you know, if you're trying
Or holding it?
Just walk in holding it, like, open.
Yeah, well, depends if you're reading it as you enter the
course, yeah.
club.
Because sometimes there's a queue for a night
Well, yeah,
club, isn't
exactly,
there?
yeah.
Absolutely inexplicably. So you could be reading in the queue.
Would you match the style of the book to the type of music? Like, if it was Hard House, would you put that with Austin or something?
The thing is, like, it depends. Like, if you've planned a night out, then you
Yeah.
can match the book.
So how often do you go to nightclubs?
Less frequently as I've approached my prime, but...
Ah, the prime, I like it. You like that?
Yeah, like that. Maths teachers can be cool, eh? And I sort of,
You're like every supply teacher we used to have. And we'd always have the eggs ready.
What do you do about the light levels?
well, clubs aren't pitch black, are they? There are like flashing lights, so there's moments there.
Perfect for reading, eh?
Yes, as it strobes across, you can take in an adjective, can't you?
Have you ever used it as like a pick-up line? Where you're like with the book and you're like, hey, do you like Jane Austen?
It didn't really work, you know that.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you ever use yours with your chat-up lines? Hey, do you like cheeseburgers?
You'd be surprised how many times that's worked, like.
So what do we think then? Joe, what are you thinking?
Oh, I think it's true.
just never seen anyone read a book in a club. I can't see how it's true.
Also, when Bobby read it out, it seemed as though he was struggling to read at all.
I think it's a lie, so I'm going to say lie.
Bobby, they think it's a lie. Was it a lie or was it the truth?
So when Bobby Big Time hits the town, he takes a book. It's true.
It's true. Bobby does take a book with him to nightclubs. Joe Thomas, you're next.
It once took me 5.5 hours to cook macaroni cheese.
Please, Steve.
Is it homemade macaroni, as in you made the pasta?
No. It was dried macaroni.
How long does it take to boil macaroni? 10
It's
minutes?
not just
10,
boil
12.
it. There's more to it. There's more to it than that.
There's a lot to making macaroni cheese.
There's
It's
more-
not just boil. You have
yeah.
to, you know, make like a roux, which is like a
Cheese
white
sauce.
but
Yeah.
be careful because it goes lumpy and
5.5 hours
Well,
long.
you may be helping him out here, Joe.
Oh,
If
sorry.
thinking this is like, how do you make macaroni cheese,
You make
Joe?
a roux and
What's a
it can
roux?
go
us this.
lumpy and
How would you make a roux? And don't say you had it off with a kangaroo.
we could have a little Joey, couldn't we?
That's good. That's very good.
Don't need your pity. I do a bit, but I was following a recipe, so I remember it had 4 different types of cheese in it, but it got
Do you
held
remember the types of cheese?
mozzarella. Not really.
All right, let me rephrase the question. Can you name any cheeses?
Was there a specific occasion? Was this for someone's birthday party or your birthday or...
We were on holiday.
Who's we?
It is my family and another family.
And is it
And
your
I said-
job to cook for everybody?
Not after that, no. The whole thing got held up because somebody stole some of the cheese.
Who took your cheese?
Well, I can't remember who it was, but I do remember that actually at that stage I said I'm not doing the meal at all anymore. So,
Where were you, Joe? Where did this happen?
Cornwall.
So somebody came and took one of the cheeses and you needed 4 cheeses.
I had 4 and I had it all laid out because I like to get everything kind of meticulously ready. So sort of 2 hours in, all I'd really done was get all the ingredients into... I think I've seen too many cooking shows, so I like to have all the ingredients in all the special pots.
All pre-weighed on a saucer and
All
all
pre-weighed,
that.
yes.
But is anything being cooked at this point? Is the macaroni on?
No, nothing, no.
You haven't cooked anything. All you've done is lay out the ingredients.
Well, also, there was another delay, which was that I had to move the car. So...
Was it in the kitchen?
No, it was parked. It was blocking one of the neighbours'
Arteries.
drives or something. So I had to go and move the car, and then couldn't find anywhere else to park because it was these like really, really narrow lanes. So I was just getting further and further and further away from where my family were.
Why couldn't someone else park it for
Because
you?
of insurance and, you know...
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
no one
drove
would have
into
seen
the
you.
hedge
You're in the middle of
anyway.
nowhere.
They wouldn't have seen it, but, you know, you can't muck around.
Joe, what are you thinking?
I think it could be true.
Really?
So I read something the other day, and this woman
Yeah.
was complaining about her son. She said she asked him to empty the dishwasher, which is the one thing she asks him to do every day. And she timed him, and it took 4.5 hours. And that was because he was just kind of teenager-ish. At one point, apparently, he said, "I've just got to go and have a rest." So I think it's possible.
Joe strikes me as a man that's not in a rush. I wouldn't like to be with him in a fire. Bobby?
So let's lean towards true.
OK, we'll say true.
You're going to say it's true? OK.
Yes.
Joe, was that the truth or was it a lie?
But it's true.
It's true. Joe did spend 5.5 hours making macaroni cheese. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who is telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Graham. So, Bobby, what is Graham to you?
So this is Graham. When I won his competition, my prize was a trolley dash through a pound shop.
Joe Brand, how do you know Graham?
This is my old neighbour, Graham, and when my landlady was trying to sell my flat, I asked Graham to bang a bongo to put off any potential buyers.
And finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Graham?
This is Graham. All his bees flew away when I was looking after them.
So there we have it. Bobby's pound shop pal, Joe's noisy neighbour, or Lee's beeless buddy. David's team, where do you begin?
OK, well, we'll start with Bobby. So what was Graham's competition?
So he was organising a competition to open a new pound store, actually 99p store.
So, sorry, he was organising a competition to open one.
So it's a competition where somebody gets to open the store.
So the prize,
prize.
was opening the new pound store.
Yes.
What was the competition?
Oh, so you had to submit some sort of like artistic, creative entry that you could display or show off at the opening.
The winner of the artistic competition would win the prize of opening the new pound store.
And get to do a trolley dash as well.
How long did you get to dash?
99 seconds. It would make sense, wouldn't it? 99p.
Makes sort of.
I suppose, or 99 years, or, yeah, fine.
Bobby, tell us about your artistic entry.
So...
Oh, the old Rob Brydon chat-up line.
So I wrote like a little like poem or a jig.
A what?
sorry?
A jig?
A jig, like little, like few words to open it.
That's not a jig, is
poem,
it? A
like-
jig is a dance.
But you could, if you had in theory, a good verse, you could jig to it as well.
Now, do you recall any of this poem?
So I definitely remember one line was, at 99p store, bargains galore.
At 99p
And then everyone's like jigging.
bargains galore.
And everyone's like jigging away at the opening.
So that was your artistic entry. What was it up against?
I don't know.
Let me rephrase that. What did that beat?
I think it's far more likely that Bobby's entry was actually the only one.
What sort of size crowd was it? How many people had this attracted?
60, 70, 80?
That's a lot.
Why don't you say
67.
about 70?
Because it's somewhere in the region of 60 to 80.
Well, that's about 70.
So,
It could be, but it might be the lower end. Might be 60.
so 60-plus people have gone...
Maximum 80.
Apparently they're opening a new pound store in the area, so that would be a great thing to do. Shall we go to that?
It was
I don't want to go. Haven't you heard? Someone's reading a poem. Get my coat.
Yes, it's quite... It's not just a poem. It's one of those poems you're encouraged to jig around to.
We'll never get in. It'll be packed. Oh, I don't know. 60 to 80, probably 59 plus, but maybe towards the lower end. Let's go, darling.
All right, who next?
Joe, Graham is your former neighbour, is that right?
Yes, Graham is my former neighbour, and my landlady wanted to sell the flat I was living in. So I enlisted the help of Graham to just make it sound, obviously, like there was loads of noise all the time to put off the buyers.
So he would just listen out for when people were being shown round?
No, well, she would tell me when people were coming to look round.
Yeah.
Joe, didn't she think it was maybe a bad idea to let you be the person who shows people around? Because like, you're not incentivised to try and make it look nice because you're going to lose where your home if it's sold.
It happens more than you think in supermarkets. There are people at the supermarket showing you how to use the automatic checkout.
Yeah.
And
they
you
shouldn't
go,
be
well,
doing
that's a
that.
turkey voting for Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did he have the bongos, or did
He
you have to
had-
supply them?
He had decorative bongos, which
Did he?
which I never really heard him play very much.
Is that like a male version of Vajazzled? I'd like the decorative bongos, please.
So did any of the prospective buyers be like, oh, that's a nightmare? Does that go on often? Like, did they fall for it?
It worked a treat. Not one single one said, really love a bit of bongos above my head of an evening.
And why was Graham so keen to help?
Because we knew each other. I'd have played the bongos for him if he'd asked me, so...
Honestly, a bottle of wine's enough.
Lee, remind us of your story.
Well, Graham is a beekeeper. and I was looking after his bees, and they all managed to escape.
Why were you looking after his bees? Because Graham is
Yeah.
a beekeeper and you are a comedian.
Yes, but he kept wearing the wrong shirts, and they kept landing on him.
So he has bees in his garden
Yes,
and he's, what, going on holiday?
it's going away for 5 days.
And it's obviously filling in that number of pet passports for a few tens of thousands of bees.
It was.
It's a nightmare.
How do you look after bees? Because you don't feed them, do you?
They actually have like a sugary, watery thing that you feed them.
Do you feed them individually?
Yes, you do. I breastfed them individually.
I'm imagining
Yeah.
you've got the sugary water. What is the receptacle?
There's a little tray at the bottom of the hive. You pull it
Okay.
out, you pour it in, you close.
Do you have to put on a beekeeping costume to do that?
Not to do that,
OK.
but there was more to it than that. This is why the bees escaped.
Right.
It's when you try and get the honey that is the problem, and that's
So-
what the problem was.
Why did you try and get their honey?
Because I thought, I just...
He's only away for 5 days.
Yes, but I'd actually seen beekeepers on the television, and I saw the process of the smoking thing and the costume.
And you thought you'd give it a go?
Well, it was there.
Unauthorised.
It was there.
Was the beekeeping costume not locked in his house?
No. It was in a shed. It's just a shed. And it was just hanging there. Everything was so neat, I thought, that's tempting. And then I saw the little thing.
The smoke thing.
No, the woman that was asthmatic. And I helped her, she left. And then there was the smoking thing. It's like a little... It's like a watering can, but it produces smoke if you light it.
Right, so
And
it's
that kind of calms them down.
That sort of makes them a bit, you know...
And you figured out how to use that watering can that emits smoke.
Well, I thought I had. That's
Yeah.
the problem. There were these little things inside. You know those little things you light that smell nice and they're sometimes pyramid-shaped?
Like a little cone.
Cone, yeah, little cone.
A cone.
Yes. So you light the little cone, it gives off a smell. And there was a box of matches just there as well.
Oh, no.
It was unbelievably convenient. And it was almost like a sketch.
there was a big sign saying, "Why not give it a go?"
So you put the outfit on.
Yeah.
It's now... The thing is smoking. What did you do?
I tried to remember the TV documentary I saw, which was to take the lid off the roof.
Oh, Lord. Quite scary.
I'm a brave man, Rob, I'm a brave man.
Or an idiot. I mean, we'll never know.
There's a third option, I could be a liar. So I decided to take the lid off.
Whoa, so you took the lid off before smoking them?
No, you take the lid off, then you smoke in a downward position. It goes down.
Smoking in a downward
after you
position.
get
You smoke down
Smoke
because...
rises.
No, you don't, because too much smoke can actually kill them. Because if you put it in the bottom and it goes up, it could kill them. It's like the old phrase, never smoke a beehive from the bottom.
So you start smoking from above.
I went... And so when you push it, it forces the smoke down before it floats back up. But it was like a dragon. Yeah. Right, it came out like that.
Right.
And the bees sort of like that, looked up like that. And then a few of them started to come out, but then the big thing happened. The Queen turned up.
How did you identify the Queen?
She had a crown. And smoke, bees, all fly away,
Right.
including the Queen. Gone. Every one of them.
Every single bee.
Well, there was one in there that sort of went, where'd everyone go? At this point, I'm panicking.
Go to a pet shop. I need 45,000 bees.
And he said, we don't sell bees. And he said, but you had one in your window yesterday.
Maybe they'd gone to an Airbnb. Now, all right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Graham Bobby's pound shop pal, Joe's noisy neighbour, or Lee's beeless buddy?
I don't think it's the pound shop thing because that sounded like such a peculiar little sequence of events. I think it's probably the bongos.
You think it's probably the bongos? What do you...
Yeah, I like the bongo story. Although I think he could be a beekeeper.
So what are you going to settle on, then?
I'm feeling the bongo story. It's unlikely, but it's got to be the most likely.
You're going for the bongos. Graham, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Graham, and I let Bobby go on a trolley dance.
Yes, and we have a picture from the local newspaper to prove this. Look, there he is. Wow. Yes, Graham is Bobby's pound shop pal. Thank you very much, Graham. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's Joe Brand.
I once ordered myself a cake and in doing so ruined a complete stranger's party.
How?
Well, because if it's my birthday, my husband goes and buys the cake from a French patisserie and I don't really like what he buys because, you know, like those very posh cakes that have got, like, fruit on the top, I don't particularly object to them, but there's a sort of layer of what looks like phlegm.
Yes,
on top.
yes, there is.
Yes, that's
Yes.
like a thin jelly. Sort
Yeah.
Oh, the glaze.
Who likes that?
glaze.
You don't like the
Who
glaze?
likes
Who
it?
likes that?
I like it.
Do you?
Now, you don't like the glaze.
I don't like those, so I
Yeah.
decided for my birthday 3 or 4 years ago, I would order my own cake. So I went to a supermarket and I ordered a kind of a children's cake that was like bright yellow and green. And they said,
Yeah.
do you want anything written on it? So for a laugh, because I had some friends coming around for my birthday, I said, can you put, you are a very old woman and you're going to die soon, right? I thought that they'd laugh at that on, you know, when I brought the cake. Anyway, so that's what I did. And 3 weeks later, I went to pick up my cake. And they said, do you want to just check it's the right one? And I opened the lid, it was the right cake, but on it was written, Happy Retirement Wendy, right? I know, I think what that meant was that, like, Wendy had got my...
What a lovely send-off for Wendy. Years of service. She'd been forgetting 1 or 2 things in the office of late. But, you know, in general, she was fondly remembered. But...
Oh, my God, I want this to be true more than any other in the history of the show.
So, David, what are you going to say to that?
what do you think, Joe?
If you've made that up just now, then that's really impressive. So I think I'm going to say true.
So basically you're saying she's not impressive enough to make that up. That would be really creative. So it can't be because it's Joe. So we'll say it's true.
Well, yeah, I suppose it is.
I mean, I just totally think it's true.
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
I think it's true.
So we
Right,
think we're going to say true.
You're going to
And
say it's true?
Yeah, and it's, I would say, a lovely story, and I'm a nasty enough person to wish I was a fly on the wall at Wendy's retirement.
Joe, they think it's true. Was it true, or were you telling us a lie?
It is true.
It's true. Joe did ruin a stranger's party. That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have 1 point, Lee's team have 5 points. Wow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.